Hi.
Everyone, hi.
You okay?
Should we try that again? Hey, never mind. I was gonna re-cue the intro, but
why?
Because I messed up the intro, so redoing it. Never mind. Hey everyone.
I didn't notice.
My name's Ethan. I'm one of your hosts. Alongside me is Hannah Vaughn, and we are the Pickup Line, where you can give us a call at 951-364-2430 and talk about anything relationship or sex related. Today's topic is let's talk about sex.
We're going to talk about sex today. We're going to get a little
I love your hair right now, Hannah.
Thank you. I'll wear it like this all the time.
You do? It looks a little different.
No, I said I will wear it like this all the time.
Oh, okay.
Now.
Yeah. It's awesome.
Thank you. Yours looks great too.
Oh, yeah. You know what I do got to do? I got to invest in some cool new hats.
Okay. I can see.
Well, I do have some cool ones, but whatever. Anyways.
How
was your week?
My week was good. We had hail like the size of golf balls today, and it cracked my windshield. So I'm just trying to not think about it.
Wait, say that again?
We had hail today, the size of like golf balls.
Seriously?
Yeah. So I'm just trying to not. It cracked my windshield, so I'm just trying to forget about it. Honestly, like I'll deal with it eventually. But I heard the hail coming down while I was at work, and I was like, that's gonna ruin my car, because it was like do 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 on the roof. And I went out leaving work, looked at my car, and my car has like dents all over it, and my windshield's cracked like a good this much, like a little spider web looking thing, like a good I don't know, like 6 inches, 5 to 6 inches. And I'm like, oh well, I'll have to get a cover. But man, Texas is it's got weather.
Yeah.
I'm not used to that.
I had no idea that you would get hail. That's actually really surprising. I hope it's warm by the time
it will be. It's like it's always warm except for when it's not, when it's cold and the winter, but like during this time, like even when it's storming, it's warm. So
that's so weird.
It's just weird. And like the other day, it was just like sunny and beautiful with 80-degree weather. So I'm like, okay, cool, whatever. Anyway, let's talk about dicks.
So for those who don't know, I, still struggle to talk about sex. Like I'm actually really shy. So throughout this conversation, you may see me blush at times. It's only because I still struggle with it. I know talking about sex is important and shouldn't be a big deal. So I kind of force myself to do it.
Yeah, and it's great. What better way to immerse yourself and get over that uncomfortableness than to talk about it publicly and with a bunch of people to see?
Yeah. I want to say if I'm saying your name right. Can you let me know if it is Pavel? Pavel says, can you say that, Hannah?
He says, they say I love dicks. I like a good wang myself too.
Well, I would think so. Do you know, dude? Okay. So I made a post probably like a month ago, and I was like, I'm curious, how honest will people be? And I said, what penis size do women prefer? I didn't think it was a big deal. However, I was talking to my ex about it. She's like, you shouldn't really do that. She's like, you're going to make guys feel like crap. And I'm like, why? She's like, would you make a post asking what breast size men prefer? And I was like, I would never do that. And she's like, oh my God, you're right. So
that's really interesting.
I took the post down because to me, if a guy did that, immediately I'd be, dude, he's objectifying women. What the F? But then I was okay doing it on the other side. So
that's
got
interesting.
Rid of a little cognitive dissonance I had going on there.
That's really interesting. Yeah, that double standard right there from the get-go. Yeah, we don't have to talk about dick size if you don't want to. We can just talk about.
Oh no, you're welcome to.
Did you want to know what size dicks I prefer?
No, asking you that. Dude, no.
I'm just loving making you uncomfortable already like 5 minutes in. That's wonderful. No, that's definitely like a conversation that I've had and been asked many times. I mean, people, either partners or fellow friends, like to know.
Yeah.
But for the sake of not hurting anyone's feelings, I won't let you know. And yeah, I don't know. I mean, it all comes down to personal preference, and there's no right answer. I mean, if you're gonna be like, no, big or small dicks are better, well, like it's not, you're not objectively right. Like, sorry, like it's just personal preference, because I found that not everyone agrees with me. So I don't know. You like big boobs, Ethan? I'm sorry. Okay, so I was leaning more towards like, let's talk about. I
I'm
knew this
just
was gonna.
not even answering that
I
question.
knew that this was gonna be just like such a flusterfuck. I'm so excited. I'm so excited for this. No, okay, Ethan. How important? Or you don't have to answer this, but it'd be cool if you did, because you have a podcast talking about sex.
Oh
How
yeah,
important is sex in a relationship to you?
very important.
Cool.
Like, yeah, like I gotta have somebody I'm compatible with. Like, I
Yeah.
don't want to be with anyone else that I'm not sexually compatible with. Like, only because at times from some of my uh
Oh my gosh, guys, Ethan's so flustered right now. I love it.
uh
It's okay. We like no, literally, we just had a conversation yesterday about like topics we should cover, and I think we both came to the agreement like we need it. Like sex is one of the things we say we talk about, but we really haven't. Like we dance around it a little bit, but we haven't had an episode in a while. Like just talking about the hanky panky. So I love
right.
this.
So let's get sexy.
Hey guys, let's get sexy. Put on your sexy pants.
I'm such
Okay,
a
so
nerdy white boy.
I know it's wonderful. So, um, okay, so sex is important in a relationship with you. Yeah, I think like have you ever been in like you've liked someone and then realized you weren't sexually compatible, and it was just like
Yes. Oh, and
it's so
dude,
hard.
sexual compatibility. I don't know if this would be called physical or intimate compatibility, but
Hmm.
as I've said in the past, am, when consent is involved, a touchy dude. Like, touch is my
Right.
love language. So I have to have somebody that likes to be touched a lot and likes to do a lot of touching and likes to do a lot of snuggling. So would that be physical compatibility, or what would you call that?
I don't know, but I wouldn't call it intimate compatibility, because like an intimacy doesn't just involve intimacy. Did I say intimacy? Intimacy.
Intimacy.
Sorry, it's been a long day. I just got that car. Okay. Blah, I'm not going to think about it. Um, no, I mean, intimacy can involve like a really good conversation. So, yeah, physical compatibility, I guess, would be a thing. I mean, I think for you, it would probably be important to be with someone who likes to be touched. I don't know. I always think about like so when Thomas and I were doing the long distance thing, we did talk about, because we were already saying I love you before we had met in person. Did I say I love you? He did for sure. No, I loved him before.
I was so cocky with that. He did for sure.
He did. He definitely did. I remember the moment I was ordering a burrito in a drive-through, and I had him on my Bluetooth while I was driving, and he was like, "I love you." And I was like in the middle of ordering a burrito, so I was like, "Te amo. I love you too." Yes, I said it back anyway. Anyway, yeah. But we were gonna meet in person, and we were planning and talking about it, and we both expressed like, what if the sex sucks though? Like, wouldn't that
That's
suck?
important that you discussed it beforehand.
We did. I mean, I feel like I already felt such a connection to him that like I would have been willing to work through it and like figure it out. But I don't know. Like I have had like crushes on people and then like hooked up with them and then been like, I don't really feel the same way anymore. And it's not,
Yep.
and it was never anyone I was in love with. I think the difference is if I was in love with someone and the sex wasn't so great, I would be willing to like work on it. But someone that I'd be like, is who I kind of just was like into, and then I had sex with them and I'd be like, I'll reevaluate this. So I don't know, but no, it's a thing. And I'll just be very blunt here, and hopefully I don't get in trouble for this. I haven't so far gotten in trouble for anything I've said, but our like sexual, like our bolitos. Jeez, what's wrong with me tonight? I'm sorry. It's been a long week.
Wait, are you okay?
Yeah, no, I think I'm just a little sleep deprived. Not sleep deprived, like it's towards the end of the week and it's been like a long work week with the kiddos. So I just feel a little scrambled in the brain. Anyway, what was I talking about? I was talking about, my
Burritos.
I was talking about bolitos. No, our libidos have not always lined up because I'm taking medication and I think my libido is also just kind of chilled out in like the past couple years. And for Thomas, that's not the case, if you catch my drift. So,
Dude, you should be asking him this first. I don't want an angry call from Thomas. He's a good dude.
Nah, if anything, I don't know. It's like when you say a man fucks, it's like not an insult, that's the world we live in. But he's a ravenous man. Anyway, so like, not that that's ever been like an issue where I'm like, whoa, get off me or anything. I've just like not always been in the mood. And like, we've had to work through that at times. It waxes and wanes for me. So that's interesting. Like, not that we're like physically incompatible. It's just like our libidos have been mismatched before. And I think that's something I've never really dealt before. Cause like, this is the first time I've been on medication for an extended period of time where that's actually like been a thing I had to deal with. So this episode isn't about medication and sex, but I figured it was related because, like sexual compatibility is a thing that can matter in a relationship. I mean, especially if someone's not interested in sex at all, that can cause some like interesting conversations in partners. So yeah.
So Amit says, I can really 100% relate to Ethan. Talking about sex makes me feel super awkward. Well, if you want to give it a shot, give us a call. We can, poke and prod you, or you can poke and prod us to just ask basic questions to try and test. I don't know. I personally am a boundary pusher, not in the sense. Sorry. Wait. I don't mean that in like with other people, like in a bad way. I mean, like, I like to push myself out of my comfort zone. That's a better way.
Yeah. No, I mean, I think the thing about conversations about sex, and we did a whole episode on this with Dr. Del Rey about just like normalizing conversations about sex and why that's important. I think the more you do it, the easier it gets because it is a normal thing that every human experiences, whether you are sexual or asexual. Like, it's still a part of being human. Is just sex comes up, and the more you talk about it, the more normalized it gets, and that's kind of how you can learn like how to like view it in a healthy way. The more you talk about it with more people. And, because if no one ever talked about sex, I mean, they didn't talk about sex many a year ago, and lots of things were deemed okay that we're talking about and aren't now. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I love it. I mean, when I was taking a class about human sexuality and in college, and I think that was kind of a breaking point for me because we were so like candid with our conversations. And like no one was shamed for asking questions or saying something that might have been a little weird. So after that class, I like forgot. I went out into the normal world and I would forget that not everyone was comfortable talking about sex because like I was so immersed in that class and like made so many friends from it. And that like became a huge topic of things we talked about. And sorry, I was like checking my grammar there. And so Yeah, no, I love talking about it. I like it when people ask me questions. And if there's something I'm not comfortable asking, I'll just say so. I'm not going to be offended unless someone's going to be like, show me your boobs. Like, that's not appropriate, but common sense, people.
Ooh, I love your mug.
Thank you. It's a Talk Heathen mug. It's not mine.
Ooh,
I believe it's Eric's, but it
Talk
was in the.
Heathen. It is a atheist call-in show every Sunday at 1 p.m. Central Time, hosted primarily by Eric Murphy and V. LaBianca, but they've been bringing on some other hosts.
Like, they need the plug. Those two.
That's true. They're way bigger than
Those
us.
fucking hot shots, but that's so like nice of you. No, I'm sure that they appreciate it.
One
No,
day ahead, our chat will be just as filled.
one day we will get
One
there
day.
if we can stay on the fucking topic. No, I'm just kidding.
We do have a caller, though.
I'm excited. Bring him in.
All right. We have got Allison wants to talk about size preference, and everybody's body size is different, so that matters. You're on with Ethan and Hannah.
Hi.
Hi. How are
Hey.
you both doing?
Good. Yourself?
Oh, I'm doing wonderful. I was so sad that I kept missing the show live over and over, and I couldn't call in, but I finally caught you. So, yay!
Well,
Good to hear your voice.
So are you going to get me in
Yay.
trouble for talking about penis size?
I don't know. Like, I just try to be as vague, but try to get the point across. Okay, so from my perspective, I don't like big. I don't like gigantic. In fact, I say ouch when I think.
Sorry for laughing. That was just really cute. I say ouch.
I know. How do I portray this in a polite manner where it's when the guys are going, oh yeah, big dick, blah, blah, we're so great, macho, blah, blah. And it's no, it's not always the case.
Yeah,
I gotta say, this is a first. I've never had a woman. Well, I wouldn't call it shaming, but shaming larger penis size. What would be it?
This isn't shaming, just like saying that they don't prefer it.
Don't prefer it.
You'd be surprised, Ethan. Like, a lot of friends I've had have said the same thing that Allison is saying.
Yeah, we're just not very vocal about it.
Yeah, I guess.
So anyway, I'm a small girl. I'm short, and I'm tiny down there, right? But it's I'm practically flat chested. I have no boobs at all. So I'm I'm small there too. So it's whoever I'm with, has to not be in, I wouldn't be someone who is into big boobs wouldn't be attracted to me. Blah. Get it out, Allison. Come on.
It's okay.
Let me interrupt for just 1 second. One user says, I don't blame them for not being vocal about it. This is a rather touchy subject. True. If you want us to see your name, there is a link in the description. Go to StreamYard.com/Facebook, and we'll be able to see your name. Or if you want to join us on YouTube, there's a link in the description, and that's where most of the live chat is going on. Allison, please continue.
Okay. So another issue I have is that I have a really, really small mouth. And then over the past few years, especially after I started taking Vyvanse, I started clenching a lot. So I ended up with TMJ.
Oh, dude.
So it's I can't, you fill in the blanks, right? So it's just I'm just starting to say, okay, well, I'm just a tiny person in general, and I have smaller preferences. So I'm tiny, tight, and have TMJ.
So, right. What's TMJ?
I'm going to say this wrong, but temporomandibular joint dysfunction. So it sucks. It's essentially like it's like, so I guess bruxism can cause it too, which I have. Like I grind my teeth at night, and it causes like this, you get this cracking like in the bone area or something. I'm probably butchering the explanation, but I have bruxism, but TMJ is supposed to be way worse. Like it could be quite painful. But have you ever gotten a jaw massage from somebody who knows how to do TMJ massages?
No, I haven't.
Oh my God.
Really amazing.
It is like a mouth orgasm, and it like almost makes you like, I don't know if you don't notice how tight your jaw is all the time until you had someone loosen it. Like after that happened, and I even just opening my mouth, I was like, whoa, like it was such a difference. So as long as they know how to do it, totally recommend it. It's a little painful, but oh my God, it also is like just the relaxation you get. It really is like a mouth orgasm. It's amazing.
That does sound amazing. But you know what else? Like, I'm not sure if it's actually TMJ. I don't think I was actually diagnosed or not. But I didn't realize I had a problem with it until the first, like, because I had a dry spell and I didn't have any kind of sexual activities at all for like, I don't know, a year or something. So it's like I try to go down on him, and all of a sudden my jaw is hurting and popping and cracking, and I'm going, oh my God, what the fuck is going on? Like I can't even do it anymore without that shit. And it's just
terrible. But also like a great
original point where it's like, I don't know if I want to, like, if I would be compatible with someone who is bigger because of how my body is.
Right. Yeah. No, that makes a lot of sense. And I've spoken to quite a few people who would probably agree with you. So like, as some people say, like, it's not the size of the boat, it's the motion of the ocean.
Yeah. And you wouldn't believe how many, like, it's just the mentality of it. It's like a typical response you get is, oh, well, you know, it's still fucking stretch out. I get squeezed in and it's just like, ow, no, get away.
I love the alpha male voice you're doing right now.
It's very accurate too.
Thank you. Yeah. Yeah. Oh man. Like I was in a friends with benefits relationship with an alpha male for like 5 years. So and I was always friends. I was always the one girl at the bar with like a huge group of guys, and they're all drinking, and I'm listening to them talk shit, and then I'm just looking around going, okay. And sometimes I would just bail from the table and go try to find someone else to talk with. And then it's like, but being with like a group of girls was just like, it wasn't a thing for me. Like, it's just weird. But it's like being around a bunch of guys, you're more protected at the bar anyway. You know, some other guy who's like not part of the crew can't come in and like be an ass and whatever too. So safety in numbers.
And Hannah, you inadvertently, to a certain extent, gave away your size preference.
How?
So you said, I know some women who would agree with you.
But I'll let you know, it's not me. I like big old donkey dick. I don't care. Like I'll just let you know. Like no, but like I have, yeah, that's just my preference. Like I'm a little masochistic, just a little bit. So like I want it to hurt just a little bit. But I have been with men who like my cervix will hurt so bad to the point where like I have to like immediately cut off and be like, I have to go throw up. Oh, sorry, that got too graphic. That Ethan's upset. I upset Ethan.
Oh, wait.
Yeah, it sucks to be dizzy and nauseous after sex. It really does, because of the pain. It sucks.
Oh, that
It's
sounds
so bad.
horrible.
I have a theory, and I don't know if it's accurate, but you know when you get kicked in the balls and you feel like you're gonna shit and throw up at the same time, and your stomach hurts so bad.
That's your trigger warning, Hannah. Oh,
Sorry. I have
yeah.
a theory that that's what getting your cervix feels like, because it feels like I don't know if I'm gonna shit, throw up, or die right now.
Right.
Yeah. So it's like if you're into pain, you'll get off on that. But if you're not, then it's like, oh my God.
Yeah, no, I don't want to
so-
like shit, throw up, or die feeling, but I want just like a little bit of like, that's Mom, don't watch this episode.
Little late for that.
Laugh it, but don't hurt
You know what?
it. Like
I'm gonna
like,
put that in
smack,
the.
but don't
I'm gonna
smack.
put,
Like,
so, real
don't
quick. I'm gonna put that in the title of our video in parentheses. Mom, please don't watch this video.
Just sorry, Mom. Yeah, the key is a
yeah,
little.
like Drug Shop says in the comments, a little pain can be good. The key is little. I 100% agree with that. I don't
Yeah.
mind little pains, but if it's like every second or every third like push, it's just like, oh, this isn't comfortable. Shift. Oh, that hurts too. Shift. Oh, that hurts too. Shift. Oh my God. You know, and just I don't want sex to be that difficult where you have to practically do freaking gymnastics to get a position that doesn't hurt.
Right.
Like, as I said.
Right. I completely agree. No, in my experience, it's not always been the size that bothered me, but like certain men will have like a certain sorry.
What?
Certain men will have like a certain curvature to their penis that just is not compatible with my vagine.
Yeah.
And that's what does it for me. Like for some reason, there's this one guy that I was having sex with on the reg, and just like he wasn't even like particularly very big, but the shape of his penis, just like every time I had sex with him, I was like, I'm gonna throw up. Like, not because it was so bad. It just something happened where like it just hurt so fucking bad.
That sounds horrible.
It was, and I actually loved the guy, so I tried.
So wait, did it hurt during or it was after that it hurt?
During and after, because I'd have to like stop and like run to the bathroom and like lay on the floor because I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna throw up. Like it hurt that bad.
That sounds horrible.
Yeah, so you don't even know what we go through.
Yeah.
Anyways, we do have another. We actually have a few more callers. So, anything else you wanted to cover, Allison?
I'll just sign off by saying go find someone who you have fun with and are able to give enthusiastic consent, and you have fun and it doesn't hurt, I guess.
I love it. Yeah. Yeah. And also like you shouldn't have to like pretend it doesn't hurt if it does. Or,
you would be surprised how many guys ignore the whole "you're hurting me too" thing that I kind of want to bring up now. That you
this is when a whole
about consent, right? About like giving in and stuff. Well, it's like what happens if you're going and it's like no, I want to stop. That's it. And the guy's like, oh no, you have to keep going. And it's like no, I'm hurting to the point where I want to puke. And they're like, just like wait, oh I'm almost there. Just wait one more second. It's just like, oh my God, do you not understand?
Yeah,
like,
no.
It ties into the whole consent thing too. So
no, that's true. That should never happen. And if it does, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you, but I completely agree.
No, I was just gonna say I'll just drop that subject bomb before I go, and I'll exit quietly out.
Sorry, we didn't give you anyone watching. We didn't give you a trigger warning. But
yeah, I'm sorry. Like it's I don't know. Like it was on Facebook, the topic of consent, and it just ties in with it too. So
no, that's absolutely right.
Sorry. Sorry if I triggered anybody, but
thank you.
It was awesome to talk with you, and I'll call and talk with you again soon.
All right, sounds
Yes,
good, Alex.
please.
I'll talk to you later.
I didn't mean to. I didn't mean to.
Bye.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, that's so for those watching, there is like a kind of like a split-second delay between the phone and the stream. So at times we talk over each other. It's never intentional.
Yeah, I'm pretty bad at that still. And I'm sorry, I didn't mean to laugh about like the lack of trigger warning. I was just thinking about like how like much I just went balls deep into being raunchy. And I'm like, I didn't warn anyone about this. Huh?
That's what she said.
That was intended.
Oh, okay.
No, if a guy ever doesn't stop when you're in pain, that shouldn't
horrible.
happen, and he's a douchebag.
Very
So
good. That's where you can revoke consent at any time.
at any point, and I know it feels good, but stop. Like too fucking bad.
Right. Okay, let's get to our next caller. We have got I gotta stop saying all right before every caller. Please call me out on that.
You should say righto.
Or righto, cheerio, mate. I can't do accents. You should, yeah. That's one thing that would be funny. A video of me trying to do accents of other people. I'm so bad at it because I'm not good at key. Like I took voice lessons for 2 years and I still can't sing.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it sucks. I always wanted to. I know all the techniques. Like I can make sure my foreign posture, keeping my tongue down, all that crap is perfect, but I still can't sing on key. And people are like, "Oh, it's easy. You just do this." And I'm like, I can't match the key. It's not easy when you can't actually do it.
Yeah, some people are tone deaf, man. Like it's a thing.
It is a thing, that's for sure.
I don't understand.
I just said all right again.
You'll get better at it.
Matthew, you are on with Ethan and Hannah. What's going on, man?
Matthew!
Hi, Ethan. Hi, Hannah. How are you guys doing?
Good. You're giving it a shot?
I'm not capable of making either of you blush. In fact, this call will probably end up with me blushing. So
that's okay.
Well, we won't see it. So
yeah, that's true.
Did you have any like questions or like anything in particular you wanted to throw at us?
Yes. Yeah. So just a little background, right? So I grew up in a Christian family, and my family is fairly conservative. I thought I would grow up and be a Christian all my life. And I kind of convinced myself when I was a kid that I was going to wait until I got married to have sex, right?
Okay.
Now, flash forward a couple of years, that belief is gone. That rule that I put on myself is gone. And now I'm like, okay, I don't want to get married to someone if I don't know if I'm going to be compatible with them or not. Because
I agree.
Right?
I always I don't, not that I should be telling or encouraging people to have sex. Well, no, I guess I should be encouraging people to have sex.
If they want to have sex, if you're going to be safe, have sex.
Before you get married, have sex. Make sure you're both on the same page.
Yeah, of course. But so the thing is, I came into this view like very, 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 very late. Like over 4/5 of my current lifespan, I've spent in my previous mentality of I will be a virgin until I get married, right?
Right.
And now I'm open to it. I'm open to talking about it. It still makes me feel awkward, and I feel like I have the capability of like a 13-year-old.
Same, Matthew.
I can. Okay, good. It's not just me.
No,
I can make jokes about it. I'm always doing that's what she said. Every other sentence makes me go, uh-huh. I love the Rocky Horror Picture Show, and like I know all the call outs.
Oh my
I've
god,
never
me
seen it.
too.
You should watch it, Ethan. It's amazing, and you should watch it live with a shadow cast. It's not the same if you watch it like alone.
I've been told that that's the best way to watch it.
Yes, 100%.
Yep. And I've done all of those, but like it still makes me feel awkward when it comes to, bringing up the topic of sex with someone from the opposite, with someone I'm attracted to.
Right.
And I don't know how to bring it up. I don't know if I should proposition it. I don't know when I should proposition it. I don't know. Heck, I even feel uncomfortable with the thought of it, because I mean, I don't know why. I feel like there's this societal pressure that a guy is supposed to be more experienced than a girl, and I'm 100% straight. I'm sorry if I'm like blanket like.
No, I totally get what you mean.
Like being heteronormative. But,
No, I understand. Like you're speaking from your experience. It's okay.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, I don't know how to get over that, and I don't know if you guys have any advice for me.
So this is where, like, I wish I had good advice, but I'm still dealing with that. Like, I'm still trying to explore sexually and get comfortable talking about it. If it wasn't evident throughout this entire episode, when I blush at any time anything gets more sexually serious, I regress into a 13-year-old boy, kind of like Matthew specified. But what seems to be working more for me is forcing myself into these conversations, like being able to do this on YouTube, exposing myself to like sex groups on Facebook, sex positive groups, and just joining the conversation in there, reading what people had to say and how public they are about their stuff. Doing that and being exposed to it more has helped me, but I still have a very long way to go.
Yeah, my experience has been so different, like especially like as a woman, and I guess the only thing, I mean, because like I wasn't always comfortable talking about sex, but I mean, it definitely took practice. But also, like I grew up secular, so I mean, I was taught about sex at a young age. I was taught that it was normal. We had nude art all over our house. So like it's always been kind of a normal thing for me, but I think when I was actually like having sexual thoughts, that became a little awkward, because like I think everyone goes through that uncomfortable phase where like you joke about it, but you don't really talk about it seriously, because it's just like, what the hell's happening to me? Right. And you feel like a freak. But I don't know, just like the more I talked about it, the easier it got. But like I'm not saying go around and just like, talk about it to everyone who will listen. But I mean, you'd be surprised how many people will relate to you. I mean, you're definitely not alone. I know plenty of people who are going through exactly what you described, or at least have gone through it. So, I guess just not, just know that you're not alone, and don't also feel pressure to like force yourself into a place where you're not comfortable. If you're not comfortable talking about something, don't do it. If it's something you want to work on, then, baby steps, it's okay. But I don't know. Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. There is pressure for men to be sexually experienced and ready all the time. And I think that's just like shit. Like that's just, that's unrealistic, because that's not the experience everyone has. So like, don't be hard on yourself for not having the experience that everyone's expecting you to, because it's not realistic. That's just one narrative, you know?
And you know what else comes with that is assuming that it's like if you turn down sex, wait, are you gay? That's like I can't tell you how many times I've gotten that response. It's like, no, I just don't want sex right now. Like,
Yeah, and it's funny that that's like has that negative connotation. Like it
right.
shouldn't. Like
No, it shouldn't.
yeah. No, I'm just not fucking attracted to you. Sorry.
Oh, there's never mind. There's so many more things I want to say, but I do like talking about my douchebag past to expose it, but then there's certain things where even I cringe and I'm like nothing horrible, but you know, I've had my douchebag things I've done.
Me too. I've been like a textbook crazy bitch. Like I don't know what the equivalent would be, but
well, before we get back off topic, before we end up getting off topic, Matthew, is there any other questions you wanted to ask, or did we answer your question?
Or did we just confuse you further? And I'm sorry if we did.
A little bit of information was good. I can take that. I definitely want to work on it. I guess I still don't like. It's an insecurity of mine. One of the this bundle of insecurities that makes up me.
Same.
We all have them. I know.
But like, yeah, like I don't know. I feel like, and this may just be me. I feel like the longer I wait, the more weird it becomes until I basically turn into Steve Carell from 40-Year-Old Virgin.
I was waiting for that reference.
I feel you on this one, man, because I went quite a long time and it was so awkward and uncomfortable, and you feel like a friggin' 12-year-old kid. Like, you just feel like emotionally underdeveloped in that area, and it sucks. So,
yeah.
I don't know. I got nothing. Try and expose. I shouldn't say I got nothing. Try and expose yourself to it as much as possible.
The how part, I wish I could say.
Right. I mean, okay, here, I'm going to be blunt for a second. I went such a long time and I became so nervous, and I was also so busy that I actually contemplating seeing if I could pay for it, because I felt it would have been easier and I'd be a little bit more comfortable in that scenario.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm not.
That's an
saying,
option.
I'm just saying, like, to me, well, I just want to be careful on this spot, but yeah, that's
sex work is a service, and if that's something you're comfortable and interested in, go for it. Just do it safely.
What she said.
Yep. No, I agree with that. I'm a strong believer that sex work should be normalized. I guess, yeah. I guess it's something that I need to work on.
Well, I hope we helped at least a little bit.
Do you think?
If not, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
No worries. Do you think maybe something like recovering from religion might be a good place to start? I don't know. I don't even know if it's religion anymore.
No, I mean, I think that's fallout potentially relating to an upbringing like that. Like, I mean, you did mention in the beginning that, you know, because you wanted, you were so dead set on staying a virgin until you were married, and now you feel kind of, I don't know, held back because of that. Like that totally makes sense. I mean, I don't think anyone from that organization is going to judge you for asking that question. Like, hey, any resources or advice that you have for this specific issue? I'm sure they've heard it before.
And their information is in the description of this video. There's a link and you can go to their page. I know I need to finish setting up my training for recovering from religion so I can volunteer and start learning the ins and outs of it.
Neat.
Well, anyways, thank you, Matthew. I hope we helped maybe a little bit. If not,
Fuck.
Matthew,
You lose him?
what happened?
Where'd he go?
Wait, that's weird.
I'm on hold.
Okay, sorry. There we go,
Sorry,
Matthew. I don't know what just happened.
I hope you. Yeah, I don't know what
I have
happened.
no idea either. No, I did hear what you said. So I'll try. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But yeah, I guess I'll leave you guys with just a piece of advice to go back and listen to Ethan's description of voice lessons and voice technique with the mind of a 13-year-old. And I'm sure you'll all get a good laugh out of it.
I can't believe I didn't catch that.
Neither did I. Oh my god. That's really funny.
That is. Thank you, Matthew.
Thank you for that.
All right. Talk to you guys
All
later.
right, have a good one. Bye.
Bye-bye.
I know what to do
Well
with my
played.
throat and the tongue placement. Woo! That went right over my head too. Probably because I'm a vocalist.
I don't know how oh, that's a good point. You were probably thinking of that. But
I was like, wait, where was your larynx at the time?
I normally never miss those.
That's amazing. I like Matthew.
Dude, he's a good dude, man.
We're rooting for you, Matthew.
I am. Like,
I genuinely am.
Yeah. I can't get words out. Like, dude.
I love our viewers. I genuinely like when you call in and like I think about you guys and I'm like, I wonder how they're doing. I hope that this worked out for them.
Yeah, he's a good dude and sweet. And I agree. I'm with Hannah. I'm definitely rooting for you. You want to get to our last caller?
Oh, we have another one.
Yes, we do. It is none other than IQ, Inquisitive Country.
Hello.
Hey, how's it going?
Not too bad. Yourselves?
Good.
What did you want to talk about?
Sweet.
Well, yeah, I forgot. That was our topic.
Yeah, well, I mean, you bring up the topic, you know, we come in here with the words. I mean, like...
What happened? Something happened on my end.
Comfortable.
Wait, what?
Something happened on my end. Like, I missed part of the conversation. It went... And then you responded to him.
Wait, okay. IQ, say something. Can you...
I can hear him now, but it was really weird. I felt like I don't know what happened. Was that just me, guys? I don't know. Like you responded to him, but all I heard was, so I was like, what the hell? How come I didn't hear him?
Maybe
okay.
I said sex.
I didn't even hear you say sex. So what did you initially, like, what did you first say other than hi?
That he was...
I just said sex.
Oh, you literally said sex.
The topic of the show. Forget about it.
Forget about it. Okay, that's just all I heard was.
Forget about it. Moving on.
I didn't hear that. X. Okay.
Well, you need to be comfortable with your sexuality. We are like just immersed and bred to be shameful of our sexuality. Like it's this big fucking secret that everybody has and nobody talks about it. Like it's absurd to me. Your sexuality, it's like your fingerprint, you know, it's you and it's like only you and you're the only person that likes exactly what you like. There can be many other people that could like a lot of the same things that you do, but you're the only you. And you got to figure that out. You know, you got to have like the fortitude to take pride and, you know, be comfortable with what you do enjoy, but the flexibility to be able to explore something new.
Right.
That is outside of your realm of knowledge. You know, like you just got to try stuff. And okay, this isn't for me. You know, assuming that you're not, you know, going 50 Shades of Gray straight from, you know, Sunday school, that might be a bit of a shock. So you take steps into what you're willing to do in life and what you're willing to, you know, embrace. But you know, it's really just all you. It's your thoughts, it's your opinions, it's your brain, it's your life, it's your fucking sexuality. It's yours. Own it, and that's who you are. And if you know, think of trying to tell somebody what restaurant they need to eat at. You wouldn't do that. It's fucking rude. And that's just dinner. You know, how to choose a life partner or what, you know, the sexuality is a much bigger part. So if I'm not going to be rude about somebody's meal, I'm certainly not going to try to dictate how somebody should control a larger portion of their life.
Right.
That's all them. That's their prerogative totally. I mean, then, you know, we get into compatibility, right? That's the thing, right? That's the big word for the night. It's compatibility. You know, being sexually compatible with somebody. You know, that's always a good thing, especially if you're planning on having sex with them. But try being very sexually compatible with somebody that you are not emotionally compatible with. Oh, it's a mess.
Yeah, it can be. It can be.
At least it can. Yeah, I was about to put that disclaimer on there. It can be a mess. I've encountered very little in life that is without exception. All right. There's always something that lingers in the background that say, no, not this time. And no, not if this and that. Well, there's always a way out. But, you know, emotional compatibility, it plays a big role in sex.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, like, you know, me, I'm not hung like a fucking horse. I hold my own, but, you know, I'm not going to brag about fucking
That's
anything.
a good way to put it. I like that
I
phrasing.
don't look like Brad Pitt. There you go. I don't look like Brad Pitt, but, you know, I'm not told that I'm a hideous person. And, you know, it's fucking me. I can't do anything about it anyway. So, you know, I'm kind of stuck with it. So that's just me. It's the only me it's ever going to be. So I'm happy with who I am. I'm happy with my sexuality. And I know my strong points, you know, which is the emotional connection. There's a very good chance to, you know, get to fine tune that passion, that emotional connection during sex. It's, I mean, because that's my thing. You know, I'm the, you know, the looking in the eyes, that deep, passionate shit, and, you know, just getting into somebody's head because they're going to be in yours.
So
passion right there.
I do like some so why am I so nervous? I like let's just say I like two different types. I love like the intimate, like passionate kind, like you're describing as well. Like it's so different than, you know, what else
Like
I
a
like.
hookup.
Yeah, but you know, there's diversity is important. Or is diversity the right word? No, what would be the right word?
Like, I know what you mean, but I'm just kind of like, I feel like there's a better word for what you're describing.
IQ, what's a better word for that?
You like to spice it up.
That's, more complex. Somebody who has a little bit of spice or flavor to whatever they're doing, because there's a lot of set types that you can just stereotypically just come up with in your head, and we call this boring. You need a little bit of flavor. You need your own spin on things if need be. If you're not just going to try to be spicy about something, you know, that's good to explore, but you know, you got to put your own spin on things and make it, own it. That's pretty much all I can say just about fucking anything in this world, is just fucking own it.
Yeah.
Grab it by the reins and just ride that shit. If you're gonna hop on, you know, do it good.
Yes, sir.
I'm totally intense.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean like it like that. I just was saying, like, I agree. Never mind.
Well,
I
think
wasn't.
we know. We learned something else about Hannah tonight.
No, it's not like that at all. It's not like that at all. I'm sorry. I was just saying, like, I meant to say, like,
Yeah,
yes,
if you're
like,
gonna
yes, sir. But like it came out like, yes, sir. And like I end the stream.
I'm just saying, if you're gonna hop in the ring, you get on your motherfucking job and do that shit right. Nobody likes boring sex.
Get on the motherfucking job. Sorry, that sounded cool.
I mean, we sex shame. I mean, some people like it. I don't even want to say less flavorful because I feel like less flavorful comes with the impact that it means not good. So what would be the best way to describe more boring sex?
Vanilla.
How boring. What?
Nah, sometimes
highly subjective.
yeah, well, sometimes I just like feel like having some good old vanilla prolonged eye contact time, and
yes, dude.
It's just nice.
Well, you know what? That can both be boring sex and great sex. It depends on the person, depends on the mood, depends on the individual desires. Not only just the person, but the situation as well.
Exactly.
It's opinion. You know, like it can both be terrible and great. Somebody who just got out of a relationship where somebody was just a little bit too much more kinky than they were, and you know, then they find a new partner, and you know, they just have straight up missionary, you know, boom boom, and it's like they're like, oh, that was great. I'm not bleeding. You know,
right? Like that was great. I'm just was feeling like just like snuggling.
I mean, and don't think,
I love
because you know you like the gimp suit on Friday that you know that's what you got to do on a Tuesday. No, it's like it's just whatever you're into, and the mood hits, and the situation is right. Fucking go for it.
So, IQ, we do have to wrap it up in a moment, but a comment came in that you're usually good at addressing these things. So I think you'd be the perfect person to address it. But wait, before I get to that, there's one other comment I want to get to. Jaded Atheist says, I love Sunday's lineup. Great shows. So I'm not sure if you're aware of the other 2 shows on Sundays. So before Talk Heathen, Jenna Belk and myself go live on youtube.com/the Ethan and Jenna Show. It is a mental health call-in show. Each week we'll talk about mental health and a different topic. We are not mental health professionals.
Really? I'm gonna have to check that one out.
We just think it's important to talk about. And this Sunday we'll be talking about mental health and medication. And then also in a couple of weeks, I'm starting a new call-in show. It will be at 7 p.m. after AXP ends. And it is going to be, it's called AVT. It'll have an atheist and a theist co-host. We already did one episode with an atheist and a Christian. And I thought it went off really well. And atheists seemed to enjoy it because they got to call in and challenge a theist. Anyways, to get to the question I want you to answer, Eric Lynn says, it's hard to be comfortable with yourself physically when your cons outweigh your pros. IQ is very much your area, so please.
Well, what are your cons? Like, you know, what are you comparing yourself to?
Are you a murderer?
So most of these people are fucking rich, and they're ripped because they go to the gym, 6 times a week, and genetics has a lot to do with it. You're not that person. Don't compare yourself to anybody else. If you're in a competition, yes. Like, you're going for like Mr. Universe or something like that. Yes, you're going to be slightly, involved in what everybody else looks like because, you want to try to beat that. But no, nobody can, be a better you. Your cons are just what you think is, of course, if you try to masturbate, you don't have any hands, you're going to get creative. Now that could possibly be a problem, but what's wrong with just being you? And what's wrong with telling anybody to fuck off that doesn't like it?
Yeah.
That's having a healthy relationship with yourself. How many people have you stood up for in your life? Somebody getting bullied or somebody talking shit to one of your friends, and you step in, you say something. You got to be able to do that for yourself too. When you're bullying yourself, you have to know when it's happening so you can step the fuck in and say, hey, you, fuck you. No.
Right.
IQ, you need a motivational TikTok. Seriously.
Anytime I talk to IQ, I always just get like introspective and like quiet because I just like I'm like always like digesting it. Like I really take it in and I'm like, huh. Okay.
IQ has a lot to offer, and that's why he needs he always sends these inspirational quotes. So he needs a motivational TikTok. Anyways, IQ, just to
thanks.
wrap it up, where can everyone check you out at? I know you've been on the perspective
I'll
before.
find you.
But yeah, that's true. IQ does find you. He found me.
Just like turn on any like was about damn near 80% of all the atheist content on YouTube, and you'll probably see me in the chat.
That's true.
So,
and I remember IQ was the first person to add me this like this group of atheist YouTubers, and I felt so special. I'm like, oh, someone added me to a group with atheist YouTubers. I'm like, this is so cool. And then I saw who was in the group, and I'm like, dude, I get to talk to these people. Like, it's so cool. Like, even IQ right now, like, as long as next month happens and I come out there, I'm still like, oh my God, I'm going to get to see Hannah, Holy Kool-Aid, Eric Murphy, V, Jenna, Belk. Like, I'm still like, dude, this is going to be the coolest thing ever. Like, I will legitimately be starstruck and be like, am I actually hanging out with these people?
We're gonna have so much fucking fun.
Yes.
It's all because of you.
Those looks like we made it moments.
Yeah. No, really.
All right. Well, IQ, thank you for calling. And as usual, thank you for your motivational stuff.
Well, thank you for giving me the platform to spill it. I enjoy it.
All right. We'll talk to you later.
See ya.
IQ called it like the perfect time to address that comment.
That's perfect. And just food for thought. That helped me. Not that like I want people to be in pain, but if Beyonce can get cheated on, like, just do you, man. People are gonna reject you. People are gonna fuck you over. It doesn't matter who you are. Just do you and try your best. What else can you do? You only have control over yourself. Nothing else.
Agreed. And
I mean, I was in my prime when I got cheated on. Like, I was so fucking fit. And then I was just like, nothing matters. Time is fleeting.
So here's the thing, like me, as I like, if I like date someone more seriously, like I'm the opposite, like in the sense where like I want to get into shape more. And because I want them to like look at me and be like, yeah, that's my man. Like, I don't want to be all like out of shape for them. So I like me right now, I'm like, I used to have a butt, man, like a nice firm bubbly butt from working out.
Very cute.
And so I need to get my butt back. I need to get my back fixed. I got so much to do. But anyways, Hannah, for those who don't know, if you wanted to hear more about her, she had a deconversion story on the Neil 604 Atheist channel, followed by the Neil 604 After Party. Also, thank you to our call screener, Secular Rarity, and all our chat bots. Really appreciate your help. Secular Rarity will be on Ask an Atheist in the next few weeks, and yeah. So so for Ask an Atheist, I'm actually trying to branch out and get like new people, atheists who maybe haven't even been on YouTube before, or do just a little bit, like get more like I want to get more voices out there. So this Ask an Atheist platform, I think, is going to be really good for finding new people and giving other people the same opportunity that I have, because that's one thing I always want to do. I want this channel to grow endlessly, but I want to keep building a community and pushing other voices and helping get other people out there, because we do a lot better if we find some way to work together and build our own community. So it's not just the religions that have that community stuff, but we have that as well, for people to get the help and support they need.
Yeah, I like that. And I'll be seeing you soon, Ethan.
Oh, yeah. Anyways, thank you everyone for tuning in. Thank you to our patrons, Cindy PLAZA, Kenneth Leonard, Kathy Letto, JumpandShoot, Oz, Secular Rarity, Chianti and Fava Beans, Philip Leitch, Kaitlyn Beyond, Toast, Richard Gilliver, and Sunset Sarge. Appreciate your patronage. And Hannah Vaughn, as always, it's a pleasure. And then next week, well, I'm not going to say our topic, only in case we're not going to get to it.
We're
But
going to try, but we're
our
going to have
guest confirmed. So, but let's wait a few days before we, announce it. But it might be an emotional episode next week.
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right. Thanks, everyone. And I hope you all have a safe and wonderful week.
Bye, everybody. Thanks again. We love you.